And here, relatively quiet situation, although we have some high fire danger, and we'll get to that in one moment. But Dean, you ever leave the house and think, what's the dog doing? I know the dog's on the bed. I just can't tell how he's getting on the bed or what he's doing.
Yeah, a little pet CSI.
Yeah, so the cat's allowed on the bed. But what's the dog do? Look at him. He's a little pit bull. He's like, look, let me just, all right, just see what's going on. I'm just going to kind of get a feel for the pillow, smelling this, and then let's just get down. He's rolling all over. Ah, it's the best.
And did he put on the Benny Hill album? Or
yeah, no, he did. His little paw. He's like, he just goes, starts the, yeah. Okay. He starts the record player and cranks it up. Oh. Anytime you get Benny Hill music on, yeah, it's good stuff.
You got to like him scoping it out, though. You got to know the coast is clear, you know?
Yeah.
It's not a trap. It's going to be okay. I'm alone here.
I think the fact that you brought out Benny Hill is old school, my friend.
It
old
is.
School, no doubt about it. All right, anyway, let's take a look at what's going on here. We start with the fire we had in Valencia County a little bit earlier. Now, this thing blew up for a while. Rodney got this shot, and it looked a little rough, at least for a couple hours out there, but then they got some help. The winds came down a little bit, and then fire crews did a good job protecting some of the structures out there, and then they also got some help from some natural barriers like some fields and the river and things like that. But this just underlines the point that, boy, we have some real high fire danger, especially around the Bosque here through the weekend and into the beginning of next week. 56 degrees in the metro area, north winds right now at 10 miles an hour. Temperatures across the northern half of the state, 30s and 40s, some 50s in central sections out toward Tucumcari and Clovis, most particularly, and then down to the south 50s and 60s at this point. Looking at satellite and radar, not much for now. And in fact, throughout the day tomorrow, looks like a pretty good day, and then things start to change, get a little more interesting. A storm's going to pass to our north on Sunday. That's going to draw more clouds in across the area here, but unfortunately, the bigger part of that story is a lot more wind and warm temperatures as well. So fire danger will continue to be a big time factor. And as far as wind gusts go, look at some of the peak wind gusts we're expecting across the state on Sunday. So tomorrow, not a great deal of wind, but by Sunday afternoon, 40s and 50s for your wind gusts across the north and 30s and 40s for your wind gusts across the south. So that's definitely going to be a concern. Now, over the next 5 days or so, we'll continue to see elevated winds because it does look like the overall pattern at the very least is going to send storm systems through portions of Colorado and then likely close enough to crank up the winds here across New Mexico. Now, we do have to watch where that storm track goes, but take a look at Albuquerque's wind forecast beyond Sunday. Remember, Sunday, 45-mile-an-hour gusts. We could be up around 30-mile-an-hour gusts Tuesday and Wednesday, even into Thursday. Some elevated winds out there. What could change that? Well, the storm track. Some models say storm track into next week is going to stay a little too far to the north over the next, say, 7 to 10 days. Another model says, wait a minute, we may push that storm track a little farther down to the south. If that does happen, that put us in better position to get some snow across the northern mountains, which would be critical. We do have a few models that tell us we could be looking at, say, over the next 10 to 12 days, maybe over a foot of snow in the northern mountains. Again, not one big storm, but a series of smaller storms, and maybe we could watch for a couple sprinkles in the metro. But just realize that next week isn't totally settled yet, and we have a chance at least getting something going here for showers. Now, as far as freeze goes, we get a lot of these questions. When's the last freeze that we usually see of real importance, meaning a killing freeze about 28 degrees or so? Well, April 21st is the mean date around Farmington, April 28th around Santa Fe, Las Vegas around May 2nd, May 18th around Gallup. Meanwhile, across the southern portion of the state, here are some of the dates we usually see for those last killing freezes. May 25th in Ruidoso, March 17th, Carlsbad, March 24th, Roswell, April 3rd, Tucumcari coming right up, April 5th in Deming. And then here in the metro area, what we usually get as far as, again, those real killing freezes go, earliest that we see it usually stop March 18th, average is around April 5th, and the latest is April 23rd. So just something to think about if you're thinking about planting over the next few weeks. 50s and 60s across southern Colorado for tomorrow. Sun and clouds, mild conditions, and then more clouds for Sunday and chance of showers into next week. 60s for the most part across the northwest, partly cloudy and warmer. Watch for a few more clouds and more wind coming up for Sunday. 60s and 70s across the southwest, sunny and mild. Over to the southeast, mostly sunny, breezy conditions here, and temperatures in the 70s, getting much warmer by Sunday. 67 Springer, 59 and more, a breezy. Winds gusting at 35 miles an hour, 68 in Espanola, 54 Angel Fire, southwest winds 15 to 25. Out to the East Mountains, sunny, southwest winds 10 to 20, 60s and 70s for tomorrow. And then here in the metro tomorrow looks very good. Beautiful day, lots of sunshine, temperatures in the low 70s. Now the problem with Sunday will be the wind, cranking up to about 45 miles an hour to gust. More clouds around. Not looking at any real precip chance of any real significance. And then next week, systems going to the north may well knock temperatures down a bit. And we're talking more weather on Twitter throughout the night tonight at KRQE Mark.